Drawing flowers of life in relation to the laws of the universe. Day 1. Absolutely every person, whether he is conscious or unconscious, wherever he is, in the material world, or in the world of his dreams, in his mother's womb, or in his cradle, or in his home, or somewhere visiting, or in prison, it doesn't matter at all, even in the grave, everywhere he is in some space. Everyone. That is why we depict the circle of today's law in red. It is fundamentally important for each and every person to clearly understand the boundaries of his personal space. Because it is precisely and only within these boundaries that each and every person is in complete and absolute safety. And here it is very important to understand that neither the body, nor the house, nor the city, nor the country of residence determine the boundaries of a person's personal space. The boundaries of a person's personal space, as, in fact, any form of consciousness, determine only his points of view on the world around him. About yourself, beloved, within the framework of personal space there is no speech at all. That is, of course, you are inside this space. But what you are, strictly speaking, you do not know. In order to understand himself, a person needs to get out of himself. He needs to see himself from the outside. He needs to become his own point of view on his own self. Within the framework of his personal space, a person can see anything. But all this will be his own reflection, his fears, his fantasies, his ideas, his claims, his meanings, his concepts. Although here we can, of course, agree with the Toltec's opinion that a person is just a certain energy sphere, which has an assemblage point in its design, which receives external information and transmits it into the inner space. This thought, of course, is worthy of attention. But, you must agree that this thought is also one of the points of view on the essence of a person within the framework of his personal space. Therefore, the task of today, the first day of our 64-day practice of conscious construction of one's own essence, comes down to determining the boundaries of one's own personal space as fully as possible. In order not to drown in the ocean of meanings around us and not to lose ourselves, our beloved selves, in our reflections, I suggest making a checklist of 6 points of view on things that provide our lives. 1. Who loves us? Such a last goat, such a last monkey and such a hopeless fool. For what? For beautiful eyes, for a charming smile, for a cheerful laugh, for sparkling humor, for loyalty and devotion, for honesty and selflessness, etc., etc. Who loves us as a kindred spirit, simply because we exist. 2. Whom do I love as a kindred spirit, simply because he exists? 3. How can I get food for myself? 4. Where can I feel comfortable and safe? 5. What do I like to do? 6. What would I like, and maybe even need to, learn? Write down the answers in your secret diary. They will help you move forward in life at a good productive speed. Excellent! The day was a success.